Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Riemann UK launch preparation Zoom event, our very first time having a Zoom event in Riemann community regarding UK, United Kingdom expansion. We want to welcome all of you to our Zoom event tonight. If you're locally in UK or anywhere in Europe, or if you're connecting in West Coast in the United States this morning, or maybe if you're connecting from Asia, I think it's 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning there in Asia if you're connecting with us. And if you're in United States and East Coast or Midwest, of course, it's going to be afternoon for you. We want to welcome all of you to UK launch preparation event. My name is Danny Bay. I'm president of sales with Riemann. We are excited to get together tonight or this morning, based on where you are, to talk about the launch of Riemann UK expansion. As many of you know, that Riemann started our company 2018, just 7 years ago in Korea, operating only in Korea for first 4 years of time, generating billions of dollars in revenue, becoming the #1 recognized, #1 K-beauty brand in Korea within first 3 years, and starting our expansion, global expansion, just 2.5 years ago, now operating in 9 different countries: United States, Canada, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, and Mexico, and Philippines outside of Korea. We are so excited that just in few more days, just in 8 days from now, we're going to be entering into our very first country expansion in the European marketplace, which is going to be the United Kingdom. And the purpose of the call is to give you instruction about what is going to happen during the launch of October 17th UK pre-launch, as well as some of the major events that Riemann is hosting, and a lot of leaders from all over the world are going to be flying into United Kingdom together to celebrate and congratulate, and as well as to train and share the secrets of success with Riemann and the Riemann stories in the UK marketplace next week on the 17th and the 18th and 19th. So if you're just joining us right now, we're just curious, since this is our very first time getting together for the Riemann UK launch preparation call. I would love to see who is joining us from what country. If you could let us know in the chat box what country you're connecting us with tonight or this afternoon, we'll really appreciate it. Let's take a look here. We have people from Utah, Chicago, Texas, a lot of people from the United States. Oh, wow, we have Janet from Sweden on the call. We have Singapore, we have Hong Kong on the call as well. I believe it's 2 or 3 a.m. there. Justine from London is in the house. We have Debbie. We got Wisconsin, Germany. We have Germany here. We have Italy joined us today. Pittsburgh, Netherlands here. We have Hong Kong, we have Bogota. Oh, wow, we got Colombia in the house. We got Canada, we got London. We have more people from London, Spain, UK, Vancouver. We are excited to have every single one of you here with us. We even have some of our people from Mexico here with us today. Wow, this is an international call here. We're really excited to have every single one of you. Well, we're going to dive right into this, and we want to let you know that right now, with everything that is going on, we want to share with you that there is a lot of excitement happening in Riemann world, and we have a lot of great successes happening in Riemann globally, but we believe that expansion of UK and the beginning of the European expansion is going to bring new level of success in a way that we have never experienced before. And we want to start off by giving you some schedule announcements. United Kingdom, UK pre-launch is officially going to start on the October 17th next week. So next week, this is going to be very special because next week, Friday, as we start the pre-launch, there are several things happening. Number one, we're going to be opening up. It's the soft launch of our UK Riemann office. Now, what we like to call our office is House of Riemann. So the official name for this UK office for Riemann is going to be House of Riemann UK. House of Riemann UK soft launch is going to happen on October 17th. Now, the building that you see on the screen here is called the Arc. ARK, the Arc building in London. Now, this building is very special because building is built like in the shape of Noah's Ark. So it's a really cool looking building, and building recently went through a very serious renovation, remodeling. I believe they spent tens of millions of dollars remodeling the building. It's a very nice and modernized historic building, and we are really excited to be moving into and launching our House of Riemann UK at this location. And the inside is almost done. Okay, so some components of the office is already ready. That's why we're calling it the soft launch. However, company is building out a training room and couple additional features to the House of Riemann UK that you're going to be able to see in completion before 2026. So we're excited that October 17th, we're going to be doing opening ceremony. And since this is not a presentation or training. It's more of an opening ceremony, a ribbon cutting. You know, a lot of the guests that are visiting from different countries, as well as some of our guests that have been preparing with us in United Kingdom by invitation, you know, just to manage you know, the crowd control. We're going to be having a special invitation only opening ceremony on October 17th. And also on October 17th, what else is happening is on Riemann.com, on our website, you're going to be able to start the enrollment of any, we call them planners, which is a distributor, online distributor enrollment, as well as customer enrollment, as well as the product orders will begin on October 17th. So we're really excited with the pre-launch officially beginning on October 17th. I know many of you in UK market, you've been waiting to sign up as a customer or become a partner with us and order our products and get local shipping to start experiencing our #1 K-beauty products in the UK marketplace. That is going to start on October 17th. And the official shipping of all the products that gets ordered starting from October 17th will happen later in October, I believe to be October 29th. Now, October 18th is going to be a very important day. Now, this is more for people that want to play a leadership role as we expand into the UK and the European marketplace. Because in Riemann, part of our success is a combination of course, having the #1 most effective, safe, clean, immediate result driving products. And of course, product is the hero of what makes Riemann so special and different than anything else. But with that, you know, it's the compensation plan that is very strong. But what's also making the product and the compensation plan work in such a special way, and it's creating success in all 9 markets that we're operating today, is our system. And we have a very successful system that is simple, duplicatable, that anybody depends on their, regardless of their background, regardless of their experiences in business or sales or skincare industry, that could simply learn and duplicate and start creating success with our system. And our system bases on these three core events. That is the foundation of Riemann Success System, and that is called the presentation. What's the purpose of presentation? Is to give basic information about the company and the products and the business model, to give people introduction of who Riemann is, so people could decide if they want to participate or maybe not participate, or become a distributor or become a customer with Riemann program. So that presentation is the first piece of the system. And second part of the system is the K pop-up. K pop-up is the first exposure where people could demonstrate the product and experience the product, to experience the power of our products. So it's not just words, it's not just pictures and videos and documentation, but it's their own real experience of transformation of their skin condition and how they look and how they feel through our K pop-up experience. It's like having a pop-up store, but with K beauty. That's why it's called K pop-up. And the third piece of the system is the orientation system. Orientation system is the basic instruction guide, sharing with everybody that starts their Riemann opportunity, sharing with them what to learn and what to do and what to achieve first as they start their relationship, they start their journey with Riemann opportunity. It's a very clear and simple 4-step training program. Just like when you enter into university or a new job, you go through orientation. We believe in our orientation enrolling process that is ensuring everybody's success when everyone starts their Riemann opportunity. So the presentation and K pop-up and orientation is the three key components that makes our system successful. So simple and so duplicatable. And on October 18th, with the launch of the House of Riemann, we wanted to provide a great presentation and K pop-up and orientation for local people of UK to participate and experience, but more importantly, for many of the leaders that are looking at Riemann right now to consider partnering up with Riemann, to participate in Riemann as leaders, and they want to play a leadership role in the UK marketplace. This day of October 18th will be a great opportunity for you to actually experience, but more importantly, learn to duplicate how to do a proper presentation and K pop-up and orientation live at the House of Riemann UK. Now, we're having an 11 a.m. presentation for the first exposure, and 2 p.m. Super K pop-up, which is, everybody, every team coming together for one K pop-up. We call it Super K pop-up at 2 p.m. At 5 p.m., we're going to be doing an orientation for everybody that's making a decision to start with us, to give them clear instruction on how to properly, successfully start their business. And for people that may have different jobs or businesses and that are occupied during morning and daytime, we are also going to be doing another presentation at 7 p.m. For them to come after work to be able to learn about the opportunity and also learn how to do the presentation. Now, these you also have to RSVP just to make sure that we are managing the crowd of the capacities to make sure that everybody that's coming to House of Riemann UK is feeling comfortable, and we can make sure that it is manageable at the office, so we're not overly crowded for each session. So you could also go to uk.riemann.com, uk.riemann.com to RSVP for these events on that website. Now, October 19th is going to be our official launch event. Now, official launch event, of course, it's at a larger venue, just so we could make sure that every guest, is comfortable and they could participate in an event, and we're not limited to the capacity of the House of Riemann facility. So UK launch event is going to be at the Novotel London West Hotel. This event is going to be Awesome. This event is going to be held from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Novotel London West Hotel. And this event is going to be full of incredible content. Yes, you could bring prospects, you could bring people that don't know anything about Remon that could come and experience and learn about Remon, our company, our products. They will also have our global CEO and Chief Sales Officer, Mr. Huang, is also going to be there to share the vision of Remon expansion. And you're going to be hearing from some of incredible leaders, global leaders that are flying in to London to be at this event, sharing their success stories, sharing their success tips, as well as some of the local leaders that have been preparing with us, sharing with you how the UK citizens are responding to our products and the opportunity. It's going to be an incredible event. We're also going to be having a product training done by our product trainer, all the way from the United States, Angie, who's going to do an incredible job giving you all the depth of knowledge, information, and the background of the science of how Remon products were developed and the philosophies of our products. People are going to be able to learn live at the event at the Novotel London West Hotel, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on October 19th. We still have some spaces available. I believe it's almost 80% sold out situation. It is a free event since it's a launch event, but you do have to RSVP to have access to the event. Make sure that you are RSVP, your guests are RSVP, and you're making sure that everybody's on the list so they don't have any problem checking in and entering the event on October 19th. Now, we also want to let you know that this event is going to be a lot of high energy. It's going to be exciting event. So we want to encourage you to come open-minded. We want to encourage you to come ready and prepared. And we definitely encourage you to come a little early to make sure that you're not, in case they were in a standing room only situation, that you secure yourself and your partners and your guests seats as well. If you're watching this from different parts of the world and you're not going to be in UK, we want to let you know it's a safe place to invite your guests and send your guests and send your prospects, your friends and family and your colleagues to the event. We will do our absolute best to make everybody feel welcome. It's a safe place, and we had a launch event just like this in Philippines just about a week ago on October 5th, and we had about 1,300 people attending at the Philippine launch event, and we had people all over, from United States, Canada, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and even some of our guests from Korea, that they sent their guests to the event in Philippines, and we had a huge, tremendous success at the event. Everybody was welcome. Everybody was able to successfully start their business at the event. It was a great event, and we believe that UK launch event is going to be the same, if not better, and we're really looking forward to meeting many of you in person at the UK launch event. And if you have guests, please send them our way. We're going to take great care of them. As you probably have already seen on uk.remon.com, these are the initial set of the products that we're going to be launching in UK marketplace, and we're very excited because we're launching with ICT Skincare as well as the Botolab hair and body line that's also going to be launching in the UK marketplace. If you want to know the price and things like that, you could also go to uk.remon.com during the pre-launch period to access information prior to the UK actually being added on Remon.com official global Remon website. Now, I want to talk to you something about a 7-day cooling period system that in UK that we're going to have that we do not have in other marketplaces. It is due to respecting and following the guidelines of the local regulatory, and we want to make sure that, especially those of you that are participating from the United States, Canada, Hong Kong, and different marketplaces, expanding your team in UK, you want to make sure that we understand the local guidelines and local compliance to make sure that we're maximizing the opportunity and understanding the rules and the guidelines to make sure that everybody is having the right expectation to manage their enrollment as well as their launch and building strategy properly. Now in UK, we're going to have what's called the Remon UK 7-day cooling off period. What that means is when someone joins as a planner or distributor, when someone joins the Remon business opportunity for first 7 days, they are maximum amount they could purchase, maximum amount they could purchase through Remon is 199 pounds. What that means is they cannot spend more than 200 pounds in first 7 days of time. What that also means, I'm sorry, I think there is a little bit of a drawing here. Let me see if we could get this deleted. All right. So what that means, let's see here. Yes. What that also means is that anytime if someone makes a purchase that is over 200 pounds, it would go into the pre-authorized holding period, and it will be processed after 7 days. Okay. So as an example, if I enroll on October 17th, and if I purchase, individual product, couple different products, and my total amount was less than 199 pounds or less, then, it will process right away. However, if my purchase amount was greater than 200 pounds, I will be able to pre-authorize, but it will actually process after 7 days, which means the order will go through after 7 days, it will ship after, and also your SP and BP will be given after 7 days of time. Does that make sense? So, it's for, the regulation of the UK enrollment process, so we want to make sure that we're following the guidelines, and we're letting you know this today so you could be prepared as you're communicating with your prospects and people you're introducing the opportunity to in the UK marketplace. So as they start their business on October 17th, you can manage expectation, and you could give proper guidelines for them to maximize the opportunity, also, with the proper understanding. Now, customers do not have this requirement. This is only for distributors, planners that are joining the opportunity for first 7 days, for them to have maximum amount of purchase of 199 pounds. Okay, so now more in details, we're going to be explaining with strategy on how to build around it and things like that during the pre-launch series of events and trainings and the event that we're going to have next weekend in UK. But I think it's great information for everybody here to know prior to getting there. Now, at this time, we want to briefly introduce you to, hear from some of the incredible leaders that are preparing and super excited about what is getting ready to happen in UK. I know the first person we're going to ask to share, Abby, she is a powerful leader in United States, and she's also going to be in UK. I know she's excited to be in London with us, and she has she even though she's from the United States, I know she's had some activities in Europe before with her previous experience, and I know she's got a great plans to support and share opportunity and the excitement and the power of K-Beauty in UK marketplace next weekend. Abby, thanks for joining us this morning. Let us know how you're feeling about the UK expansion. Just count down a few days now, and we really look forward to seeing you in London. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Danny. I am so excited. I've actually never been to the UK, and Danny, I actually didn't really have any contacts or previous business in the UK. But about 3 weeks ago, I decided I wanted to change that. Because I do want to go to the UK, and I actually have a niece there who goes to LAMA. It's an acting school. And for 3 years, she's been there. And I told her when she started her first productions, her Aunt Bibi would get on a plane and come watch her. And it happens to fall on the very week of our launch. And so I booked plane tickets 3 weeks ago to the UK. And I said, I would like to find UK people. And I just started looking, and I just started having conversations, and met some incredible people who are so excited and like-minded. And I just want to say, I have twice now been in two launch experiences, and they have absolutely changed the trajectory of my life. I ended up becoming a single mom for 5 years. And because I had been invited to be a part of a launch opportunity, I was able to sustain myself with a comfortable lifestyle and be a present full-time mom. And I have such a passion for this industry and for this business. And for you to even be on this call today, I mean, that's all my conversations are about with people is I don't want them to miss the boat. I don't want them to miss this opportunity. So if you are here and you are hearing about this, I can tell you, don't take it for granted. Share it, share it, share it. And if you have the capacity to be at this weekend and at the training, and you know other people that would benefit from an opportunity like this, just go after it. Like, go tell as many people as possible. You can't replicate the energy and the momentum of what is about to happen years from now. You guys are here. You guys are here right now for such a time as this. And don't hide it. Don't, don't block it. Go tell people and invite them into this. I'm so excited just to serve the community, meet more people, take some pictures, and get to see London. I'm so fired up. I've even created a Pinterest board on what I should wear and where I should go. And so I'm just excited to be there with you guys.
Thank you very much, Abby, for joining us. We look forward to seeing you there in London. Next, we want to go out to Scottsdale, Arizona. And I got to tell you, when Remon first expanded into United States, Mr. Jermaine Johnson has been with us from the very beginning. And I got to share with you, he was probably one of the very first person that talked about, hey, one day when Remon goes to Europe, I want to be there and I want to be part of it. And it's already been a couple of years, ever since we started the expansion in the United States. And of course, our director, Mr. Jermaine Johnson, we appreciate what you've done in the marketplace and what we appreciate what you're doing for the Remon community. I know you have a lot of things happening, being prepared for the European expansion. Thanks for joining us this morning, Mr. Jermaine.
No, thank you for having me, sir, and all of you that are on the line. And Aunt Abby or Aunt BB, thank you for what you just said, Auntie BB. But no, look here, for everybody on the line, look, I'm just going to encourage you, as I always do, and probably the gentleman coming before me, is to get excited. Nothing happens in this world until you get excited. One day, your parents got together and they were excited, and guess what happened? They created you. So therefore, look, you can laugh at that. Get excited, y'all, because what's about to happen is unheard of. When Danny or when Mr. Bay asked me to step on this call, I actually saw an article and it said that if the Olympics for skincare were to ever take place, South Korea would undoubtedly clinch all the gold medals. That right there is insane. And look, one of my mentors and friends, Les Brown, he always says there's two types of willing, those willing to work and those willing to watch. And I'm not going to watch this happen without me. What's about to happen there is so huge and happening globally. For those of you that don't know, and for those of you that are into the numbers, do you not know that the global skincare industry is predicted to be $260 billion by 2027? Keep taking notes. The global K-beauty industry is predicted to be $21.6 billion by 2006. Are you with me so far? Let me take you a step further. Do you not know that Korean skincare, K-beauty, is growing 3 times faster than Amazon's average beauty category? I hope y'all paid attention to that. So much so that Amazon, as of October the 2nd, 2025, just opened a K-beauty storefront in the UK because they want to get a portion of what's about to happen. Are y'all with me? See, the way to success is to find out where everybody else is going and you get there first. And what's about to happen in the UK? Look, if Amazon sees it, this is like being in 1963 on the front end of a Mary Kay, or 1959 on the front end of an Amway, or 1976 on the front end of an Apple, or 2008 on the front end of a Bitcoin. Look here, Tony Robbins. Look, we used to always say it's 6 degrees of separation, like Abby said, but now it's 2 degrees of separation. If anything that you want to be doing now until the 18th is saying, who do you know? Write it down. Who do you know? Who do you know in the UK? And if you don't, you know somebody that knows somebody in the UK. Guys, I am so excited about this. I'm calling a separate leadership call again tonight to just get everybody on board about this, because what's about to happen in the UK and all the countries around there, guys, look here. This is what economists are saying. The way to stay a step ahead of what AI is about to eliminate is to invest in communities. And when you have the House of Ramon UK coming, that's the best community for you to be a part of and for you to be investing in. With that said, though, Mr. Bay, I got to go to work. I'll talk to you later.
We really appreciate it, Mr. Jermaine Johnson, for sharing that powerful, powerful message. We want to go out to California now and hear from a person that has a nickname in Remon community called Queen of K-Pop. She has created the best culture and duplicated and taught thousands of people how to duplicate pop-up and really bring the #1 K-beauty power into different communities around the world. And I know that Miss Karen Kong, Senior Director, is also going to be there next weekend in London, UK. Thank you for being with us today on this call. And Miss Karen, we look forward to seeing you in London.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Mr. Bay. I'm super excited. This is going to be it's exciting on so many levels because this is the first European country. And so, I know there are brand new people on this call, and then there are also planners, who are excited about the launch. So just a few things I'll speak to both sides. If you've been with Remon for quite some time and this is your first new country launch, I do highly encourage you, if you can't be there, to get your entire team there. I know we have the most amazing system, and if you're not there, they can find somebody on your team, or Mr. Danny Bay, or any of the directors that can help them out. However, I think, being new to the industry, and when I first started, we were super excited, and the first country that launched was Taiwan. And I had told Mr. Danny Bay, I know so many people in Taiwan, but I was brand new, and not brand new, I was a director, but it was my first country launch. And so I had to learn, and I had to learn as I went. And I think what the best advice I can give you is, to just not be scared, just to reach out to everybody and anyone. You just never know who's going to be looking for an opportunity. And for the Taiwan launch, nobody in my team had gone to that, right? And so Hong Kong was the next country. And I remember having a conversation with Mr. Genevieve saying, okay, I know what I did wrong. I know what I need to do, and we're doing this, right? And so I went out there for the launch, and ever since then, I feel like, now as anyone who already is a director or planning to be a director, it's really important to kind of rally your leaders and get out there and just, have that presence there, whether you have a team there starting or not. Kind of like Abby, she made a decision to go. Abby, you have to try the Indian food there and go to Borough Marketplace. It's amazing food out there. But it's, I think it's just making that decision to be out there and as a team, or, having the support of other directors. But some people say, hey, you don't have to go. You don't, you, I know Mr. Danny Bay and everybody trains to think globally and build locally, which is absolutely true. But if it is within your means to get out there and to be able to participate in a new country launch, this is a new continent launch, right? I do think it's important to even just say that, you were there, to take, good social media, to take content for your team, to share it with your team. They can push it out too. It's about getting excitement and creating that energy that will be contagious just across the board. It's going to benefit every single person at Remon, not just you or just your team. But when everybody gets excited, it's going to truly, like, the energy will be felt, around the world. Okay. So whether you have a team or not, I do encourage you to go. That was the one mistake I made with Taiwan. I did not go. But now, ever since then, I'm like, okay, I will do my best to schedule this. While working full time, I do try to prioritize this. But this one is the most exciting because it is a new continent launch. And this is going to be the HQ for all of Europe for quite some time, unless they open up another HQ, which is my understanding. So I think it's truly important to be there to participate in this and have this be a part of your story. Now, for anybody who's brand new on this call and not even a planner yet, I saw there were a lot of European countries when Mr. Danny Bay asked where everybody was dialing in from. This is the most incredible opportunity. I joined with no experience right at the North America launch. So I didn't even get in at the pre-launch. I joined about 6 months later from the pre-launch at the North America launch. And, I realized we have such an advantage when you're in that early, right? You guys are the first people in Europe to hear about this, and to have that first movers advantage, you really have to don't take it for granted. That's going to become a part of your story. You heard about Remon before we even launched. And even though it was in a pre-launch, I didn't know Remon was in a pre-launch. And so I was just like pushing that story. Hey, I joined 2 weeks before the official launch, which I did of North America. And it became a permanent part of my story. And now that we've successfully launched teams in Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, and Mexico, what I can tell you is take advantage of that first month. That first month when nobody knows about it, where you have an entire Rolodex of human beings with skin that you can introduce this to. This is when you want to really hit it hard and create that momentum that's going to carry you into, month 6 through months 12. If you set a game plan now to really think big and to stretch your goals, it can be done. And now, working from experience, I have a different perspective, right? And so Mexico was the latest country that launched over here in North America. We were able to help, somebody on our team become a team leader in that first month and create that insane first check story. And Mexico hasn't even been open for 5 solid months, and we've promoted 9 team leaders. So speaking from experience, I think, they always say success leaves clues. I looked at the directors who had done it before me, and I can tell you this beginning part from now, these first 6 months is when you really need to just double down, right? We already know what's working. We know what's been working in America. This is time to double down and really just be laser focused to get yourself to the team leader rank, or to get yourself to the director rank and be number 1 in the UK or in Europe, because somebody's going to be at the top, right? So it might as well be somebody who's on this call right now, hearing this and participating on this call. So don't waste a single day after we launch. Really just stay laser focused over the next 30, 60, 90 days. And I guarantee you somebody's going to pop out as the first director.
Thank you very much, Miss Karen. We look forward to seeing you in London, and we got to find out what Indian restaurant you're talking about so we could try it when we're out there. We appreciate it. Next, we're going to go out to Houston, Texas, and hear from a senior director who has an incredible business growing, of course, in North America. But I got to tell you, I met so many of her partners in Philippines just last week when we were launching Philippines, and she's got an incredible story. And I know she's also going to be in London next weekend, being part of the European or UK launch. Thank you so much for joining us today, Brianna. Looking forward to seeing you in London as well.
Thank you. Okay, so Indian food, yes. Also, Abby, fish and chips. Best fish and chips in the world. And you have to go to high tea. If you want to come to high tea with us, you're more than welcome. It's just such a cool experience. I'm excited to get back there. And I'm really excited for this market because, we all know that Korea is considered the skincare capital of the world. Think of Korea to skincare like Paris is to fashion. And they did research on the top markets that they wanted to go into. And you guys, the UK will be in that top 10 list. It will be the 10th market that this company is opening, with the number 1 searched for Korean skincare in Korea. I mean, in the hardest market in the entire world to go number 1 in, they did it. And you heard from Jermaine, this global explosion that's happening across the world within K-beauty. And when you can take the beauty industry, which is a $1 trillion industry, And when you have a subcategory in a niche like K-beauty that's exploding within a $1 trillion industry, and you can be at the forefront of that explosion and be first to market in the UK, which we know the UK is a gateway to the rest of Europe, you can't ever get this moment in time back. And I don't want anyone to miss it. I truly feel bad for people that are missing this window of opportunity, because I'll tell you right now that timing is to direct sales and e-commerce like location is to real estate. And we are sitting in a moment of time where over the next 5 years, K-beauty is going to more than double its global reach than what it is right now. And they've mapped out a 100-year plan on how they want to become the #1 K-beauty brand in the world. And honestly, this is bigger than network marketing. This is bigger than direct sales. They are competing with brands like Chanel and Dior, La Mer, SK2, and they want to do that with us. And this just doesn't happen. And so I just want to commend you on showing up, on taking a chance on yourself. I remember when I first took a chance on myself in this industry and I had no confidence. I was so shy. I was a people pleaser. I still am a recovering people pleaser and working on that. But I almost quit before I got started. And don't let that happen to you, because I don't want you to miss this wave of momentum. So go ahead, get your spot ASAP on the 17th, then come introduce yourself to me so I can personally welcome you to the Remon family when I see you next week. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much, Brianna. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Next, we're actually going to hear from someone local, and this gentleman I have so much respect for. He has been, watching Remon's growth globally, and he's been anticipating and preparing the launch of Remon in UK market with us, and we're so appreciative of his leadership. He was instrumental in helping us set up and really prepare for the expansion into UK. We appreciate your leadership. We look forward to seeing you there next week in your home country. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, or tonight for you, Mr. Leisha Thomas. And thank you for joining us today.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Danny, and a very good evening to everybody. All the amazing leaders who've spoken on the call so far, so grateful for your contribution towards our market, and I have a lot of respect for you. Danny and we have a relationship that is spanning over a decade, over 10 years. We built a lot of business in this amazing industry. We built millions. We've changed a lot of people's lives, and we even set up our own, company to set up a legacy. And here's what happened when Danny got in touch with us in January and just said, look at the numbers, look at the opportunity, look at what Remon is doing. Let me tell you something. We looked at it, we explored it, we literally dissected it to the level that was beyond dissection. And you know what? It was very simple for Asad and I. Very simple, because the numbers don't lie. I always say this: men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And the number speaks for itself. And it was a great opportunity that was placed in front of us, and we burnt all our ships. Asad and I burnt all our ships, and now we jumped all into Remon. Very simply because of 4 P's. The 4 P's of success that I say. The first 3 P's is not in your control. The last P is in your control. The first P we looked at was the product. And man, oh man, never have I ever seen in all my life a product like this where people touch it and it's love at first sight. The most powerful emotion in the world is love. And if people can fall in love at first sight at touching a product, there you go. The product sells itself. And I love that. No more hype. No need to, cushion it. Don't need to put anything on top of it. Let the product do what it's supposed to do, and people fall in love with it. That's the equation, part 1, the product. Second, the plan. Man, oh man, over a decade in this industry, it builds compensation plans, seen hundreds of compensation plans, and then to find out a plan like this exists, that is phenomenal. A plan that is so balanced that anybody can come in on any level and literally changed the course of their lives. That was phenomenal. So first was the product, second was the plan, third, the people. The people in Riemann are pure quality. Jermaine Johnson said about my mentor, Les Brown, he said, fill your life with OQP, only quality people. Look at Danny Bay. Look at Jermaine Johnson. Look at Tim. Look at Chris. Look at Karen. Look at Courtney. Look at Abby. Look at Brianna. Look at the individuals, the people in this business, and you can tell where this business is going. We attract quality people. We attract people who've got quality inside of them, who've got integrity inside of their DNA. And if you are that kind of a person, welcome to Riemann. If not, Riemann is not for you. That is what I looked at. The product, the plan, the amazing people. And now the last P. These three things are sorted. The last P is your purpose. And if you understand that this is history being made. Now listen, this is a British man with an Indian engine speaking to you. The greatest prime minister of this country said this, that history is written by the victors. Jermaine Johnson said this, that they're going to hit 21 billion. We're going to hit 21 billion right in the next few years. All right, ask ChatGPT, 1 billion is just from the United Kingdom. And now you are sitting on this call, you are watching this, being a part of history. And my question to you is, the most important P is purpose. You're never going to get a chance like this ever again. You're never going to get a moment like this ever again where you can rewrite your history if you have the right purpose. And my biggest mentor, Jim Rohn, said, if the why is strong enough, the how is irrelevant. In the next 10 days, we are launching the United Kingdom, the very first country of Europe that just marks just getting started, right? The amazing leaders before us have already shown us what can be done. What can be done with so little? What can you imagine when we go into next 50 countries in the next 5 years, and we are launching the United Kingdom in the Arc building at Hammersmith? This, for me, ladies and gentlemen, is history in the making. And if you can get the essence of what I'm saying, of what the people before me has said, I promise you, you will work like you've never worked before, because this is history in the making. Thank you so much, Riemann, and thank you so much, Danny, for bringing this to the United Kingdom. We are beyond excited. We welcome you, every one of you leaders, to our amazing country, as we're going to take this to another level and make Riemann the #1 in the world as we create history together. Thank you so much, Danny. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leisure Thomas. Looking forward to seeing you in your country next weekend. Next and last but not least, we want to go out to California and hear from National Director Mr. Timothy Herr, who was our very first National Director in Riemann Community. We appreciate your leadership. I know you have so many things being prepared for Europe as well. Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Tim Herr.
Well, Mr. Danny May, the first thing I got to say is it's a bad day to be a wrinkle right now in the United Kingdom. I cannot imagine if I was a wrinkle and I heard about this call, I would be panicking right now, because we're about to do something special, and it really is amazing. I mean, the excitement level right now is at an all-time high. Everybody keeps saying the same thing, that having an opportunity of a lifetime in our fingertips, there's never been anything like this. And I love what everybody's been talking about on this call, because, everybody's absolutely right. When I looked at Riemann, when Mr. Danny Bay shared Riemann with me, what I realized was that this company was going to become a legacy company, right? I just knew that. It was so easy and obvious, right? It was so easy to see that this is going to become the next multi-billion-dollar player, one of the top companies, if not the #1 top company in the network marketing profession. The way that these guys are building Riemann, from the corporate side, Chairman On building a resort on Jeju Island. Yeah, I never seen anything like that. Whenever I saw that Mr. Danny Bay was, leading the charge, I just said to myself, I do not want to look back with regret. I don't want to. Can you imagine seeing a company that becomes a, the next, legacy company, and you don't get a chance to take advantage of, and you hear about it, right? Imagine being one of those people. I didn't want to look back with regret and be like, man, I was there at the beginning, looking at this thing, and I missed out on it. And I can tell you right now that everybody right now that's on this call, they have an opportunity of a lifetime right now in their fingertips. I mean, and the major reason why, when you look at everything that's going on in Remon, the major reason why all this happening is because these amazing products. I mean, when you have a product that literally can change a face, and everybody right now wants to change their finances, right? You just change your face and change your finances. It's the most simplest thing in the world, because people come up to you. Everybody that's in Remon that's been using the products, they know. You get contacted on a consistent basis everywhere you go. People saying, man, you look great, you look great, you look great. What are you doing? And that's what makes it so easy for distributors that maybe are brand new to this profession to be able to build a distribution network and be able to build a solid customer base, because people are approaching you. Everybody's asking you, what is going on? Man, your skin looks amazing. And for me, I've never had anybody say that, right? You know, my wife, you know, if she wants to give me a kiss, she'll turn the lights off, right? Before I started using the Remon product, you know? So these things this product is revolutionary, and it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing to have this opportunity right now in our fingertips. And I'm just so fortunate to be able to get a chance to be able to be a part of this thing and to be able to get a chance to serve this community. And I'm so thankful each and every day that Mr. Danny Bay shared this with me, because I know right now so many people's lives are going to be changed. So many people's future is not what it used to be. So many people right now's future, and some people most of the people whose lives are going to change in Europe have never even heard about Remon yet. Think about that. There's somebody right now that's, you know, driving to work or driving home right now, you know, or maybe they're out at the pub and they're thinking, man, I need something good to happen in my life. And everybody in Europe, every country, they've got their hands up saying the same thing, right? They're saying the same thing. Man, I wish I had a chance. I wish I had a chance. I wish I had a chance. And we have an opportunity of a lifetime sitting right now in our fingertips. And all we've got to do is open up our hearts and share this. And I tell you right now, I feel an obligation and a responsibility to share Remon opportunity with everybody that I see, everybody I come in contact with, everybody that I know. And the major reason why is because there's never going to be another Remon. There's never going to be a company that has this type of infrastructure, that has patents on their, you know, we got over 12 patents, you know, now on our products, right? We got products that it literally make you look better. And that's something that I think everybody's open-minded to. Nobody's walking around saying, I want to look worse. This product's amazing. We have a chance of a lifetime right now in our fingertips. So we've got to open up our heart and share this unique opportunity with the world. And right now, everybody that's in the UK, you guys are sitting on a gold mine. Everybody that knows somebody in the UK, you're sitting on a gold mine. And I'm telling you, if you're like, man, I don't know anybody in the UK. Well, guess what? You can find somebody in the UK, because there's people in the UK. And guess what? Everybody in the UK saying the same thing that people are saying in America. I'm looking for a chance. I'm looking for a change. Show me a way. And when you have something special like this, we have a responsibility and obligation to share it. So it's an honor. And I'm telling you right now, the biggest reason why Remon is positioned and poised to become the next multi-billion-dollar company, next legacy company, is because of Mr. Danny Bay. His leadership's unmatched. His work ethic's unmatched. And the reason why he works so hard each and every day, and the reason why he's so passionate about the Remon opportunity, is because he does it because he loves each and every one of you that are on this call. He wants to make sure that you win, make sure that you become a success, and he knows there's only one way to lead, and that's from the front, and that's what that gentleman does, and it's an honor and a privilege to follow him. And I'm telling you what, to follow him into battle, I'd do it anytime, anywhere, any place, because of his heart and his passion and his work ethic for each and every one of us. So with that being said, can't wait to help Remon Europe, not just UK. We're going to start with UK, and then guess what? Everything else in Europe is going to come through the UK. You guys are in a perfect position, but to be able to get a chance to be able to help serve this community and help this company become the legacy company that it will be. So, Mr. Danny Bay, thank you, sir. Can't wait to see everybody soon in the UK. And back to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timmer. Well, thank you for joining us today. In closing, couple thoughts. I want to share with you next week, just like Mr. Timmer said, and just like you heard from so many leaders here today, that the vision and the plan and the strategy is going to be clearly laid out live at the event. Now, at the UK launch event on the 19th, if you're from United Kingdom, if you're from other countries in Europe, we want to encourage you to come. Now, we may not be entering into your country yet. As you know, that we already have announced Italy and Spain and Ireland that we're going to be expanding into first quarter, which is just next quarter. And that's Company has a lot more expansion plans even further than that. Just like you heard today, that this is just the beginning for Remont European expansion, and United Kingdom is just going to be the first country of it. And once they start, you're going to see many, many countries all throughout Europe that's going to be able to participate in Remont's European expansion. And you're going to see and experience, and you're going to hear and the vision of European expansion next weekend in London. So if you're in United Kingdom, absolutely come and bring someone with you. And you could still register. We have left the RSVP registration open on uk.remont.com website. If you are neighbor countries, we want to encourage you to come visit us and learn about us. And it may be a few months out before we expand into your market, but I believe that you could learn about the vision, you learn about the company, learn about the products now, because there's a saying that I live by, and I know it's true. Success is a direct result of preparation meeting opportunity. If you could have time to prepare, if you could prepare for 3 months, if you could prepare for 5-6 months of time, more important than anything, mentally and preparing by learning about the company, learning about the products, learning about the plan, and learning about the system and the culture, and really kind of reprioritizing your life in the next few months for you to be in a perfect position to participate and be the first in your market as we expand into different marketplaces around Europe. It's going to bring tremendous opportunity for you. And just like Mr. Timmer said, if you start thinking about it, you could think of more people, that live in United Kingdom that you could invite. I promise you, it will be worth investing the time to invite more people, think of more people, and giving them invitation to come learn about Remont next weekend. Remont is coming full force to bring the greatest K-beauty opportunity into European marketplace, and we're going to show and we're going to demonstrate, we're going to give everything we got live locally in London, in United Kingdom. So we look forward to seeing every single one of you that are connecting all the way from United Kingdom and different countries in Europe next weekend. We look forward to shaking your hand. We look forward to getting to know you and really share with you the story and share with you the opportunity of Remont. So we look forward to seeing you next weekend. Everybody travel safe. And I believe that UK launch, European expansion, is going to be the biggest and the most powerful expansion story that Remont has experienced yet. God bless you. Everybody travel safe, and we'll see you guys in just a few days with Remont United Kingdom expansion. Bye-bye, everyone. We'll see you next week.